We begin in the United States with the pro-Palestinian protests intensifying throughout American colleges and universities. Columbia University has begun suspending student activists after they refused to dismantle a protest camp on the school's campus. The university's president said that suspensions only began after negotiations with the student protesters failed. Hundreds of students have been demonstrating on the university's campus against Israel's war in Gaza. College authorities gave the students an ultimatum to either vacate the protest site by Monday afternoon or face disciplinary action.
We will not be moved by these intimidation tactics. You can see outside you now that the students are mobilized. There's hundreds of them here today. They will not be moved. We demand divestment. We will not be moved unless by force.
This is not a matter of simply violating university rules. This is a movement, an anti-war movement. We have sparked similar Gaza solidarity encampments across the nation and even across the globe.
The anti-Israel protests first began at Columbia University just last week. Student bodies urged the school's president to divest from Israel. The president said the school would not do so, but instead promised to invest in health and education in war-torn Gaza. However, student activists are labeling the promises a form of bribery to silence the movement.
They also threw bribes at students. Shafik talks about early development childhood education programs for Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza. She talks about a resilience fund for Gazans. This amounts to nothing more than bribery of the student movement.
Yeah, I think it's an absolute disgrace. I'm an alumni of this university. I am absolutely disgusted by the way that the administration has walked away from the bargaining table after offering the students nothing but crumbs when the stakes are genocide and the demand is divestment.
Now, despite being suspended, the student activists are refusing to vacate the university's grounds.
Students are currently holding their ground and refusing to be scared by the administration's fear tactics. And we're here in solidarity with Gaza, who continues to hold their ground on their indigenous land, so we won't be leaving.
Now, what started at Columbia University has now spread to other colleges. At the University of Texas in Austin, police decked in riot gear clashed with students as they used pepper spray and stun grenades. Since last week, almost 1,000 student activists have been arrested across the United States. Meanwhile, sit-in protests are also taking place in universities across Canada, Australia, and Europe. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on First Post America.